So Mushi's she's been a member. I'm not sure. You have to remind us when you
Sorry,
joined.
maybe.
She's
Some
gonna
wire
do the
problems.
for us. So and we did this, like I said, we did this impromptu thing where she talked about what it was like to go to the film festival, and it was so much fun that I'll post the app when I post the picture of Scruffles. You guys have to see it. This is so dang cute. So,
this is hilarious. I've got my friends watching too, so I must be going live.
Oh,
So
awesome.
that's like what happened to you that last
like
time.
What
That's
happened
funny.
to me.
So hey, everybody in Ireland and Richmond.
Oh, right on.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That's good. They can hear about screen readers and AFF and all that stuff.
Awesome. So tell us when you joined. I can't remember exactly. You joined in like March, right?
I think it was March. I was in round 2. Yeah, right. I totally. Yeah. You guys can hear me okay, I hope. But yeah, I joined in March, and I was the second round, and
you mean for the film festival? You joined the film festival. When did you join Screenreaders?
I meant to say Screenreaders. In March. Yeah, I think I was the second group. Like, I think I wasn't part of the first group that went through, because they were part of that.
Right.
And yeah, so the second round, which was nice because I had people who were there and who already could, offer some advice and stuff like that. Sorry, I have to keep closing it. My son just opened the door, so I'm like, I close the door. Okay.
So the app is called Hair Color, you guys. I know, it's a super clever name.
Hair Color. Okay. So I'll do purple. I might try blue.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Cool. So yeah, I did. It was random. It was like, I'm on Instagram a lot. So on Instagram, and I saw Facebook too. I saw an ad, and I was trying different things because I'm an artist too. I just finished cows. Let me show you my
amazing. Yeah, show the cow. Show the cows. Look at this. So beautiful, right? She's been doing.
Thank you. So I do a lot of stuff, but I joined because I had started. Is that your? Well, I have your questions, but
no, it's fine.
The first thing was you'd asked, why did I join? And I want to be a better writer. So everything I'd read was, to be a better writer, you should read. And the people who were really good, like I've been on script labs, like weekend telecasts and stuff like that, and the screenwriters there were like, I was a reader forever. I had thousands of scripts a week that I'd write and or I'd read. And I was like, I've got to do that somehow. And then you came along. It just is like law of attraction. I thought about it, and there you were. So I joined it, and I went on Hollywood Gatekeepers. I listened to the masterclass, and then there's investment required. But I'm like, this feels right. And then the other thing is that you and Doug are just so warm and warm-hearted and generous, and you have thoughts of Hollywood that it's like kind of, I don't know, the way the movies portray it sometimes makes it a little tougher, but I didn't feel that way at all. You guys have been very, very welcoming and kind, and, and it's all about the story. So that's what the heart, it's the heart thing. So I sensed that, and then I invested it, and I am so glad. I mean, these people, I've not met them personally. I mean, it's a whole new world, but I love you guys.
I know.
You're all
awesome. It is totally great. Yep.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
So
and
would
it's
you
like
say that's kind of your biggest surprise was the community? Was that, would you say? A lot of people.
I mean, don't we all hope for a community like that?
I know.
And in everything we try, we hope, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But, I think what's cool is that everyone's artsy and analytical at the same time. And we're quirky and fun and know how to laugh. We're having fun doing this. So that's how I feel. I feel like I'm part of a really cool group of people, and just so generous, and makes me want to be more generous too.
Exactly. We kind of feel like, one, life is supposed to be fun, but especially you choose the arts, like, come on, that's the whole point, right? It's supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to be enlightening, and storytelling. I mean, that is our nature, is storytelling. And so, and not to take it all too seriously. And I do think Hollywood is portrayed like super cutthroat and it's just, that's not been my experience. It really hasn't.
Yeah.
Of that in anything. I actually had more of that in the nonprofit world than I did in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So it's been like really, I just wanted to, kind of put that. We are live, Kimberly. Yes. I know. Good to ask, right? Sometimes you're like, hey, everybody. And then you're like, wait, oh.
Yeah. I see my friends, another AJ Rush is like, I see my friends coming up. So I'm like, hey.
Oh, nice. Because Mushi's a star today. She's a star every day. But we're getting to see her today.
We're all stars. Awesome.
So then I know that you started reading for the Austin Film Festival pretty much right away. You were in there, and then someone mentioned it, and you just dove in. Which speed of implementation, something we talk about, which is when you find something, you dive in and you do it, and you did.
Absolutely.
And tell us about that.
I would love to, and I have to thank Alan Panel for that opportunity, because it is it's a referral, and I was going like really. I was diving deep into screen readers, and I got through the final. So I had gotten my 100%. I was all excited. Yay! And I'm still 2 coverages away, but I'm always doing so many projects. And then this came along, and I'm like, this is awesome, because you have this bulk of reading that you can do. And Alan was so kind. So thank you, Alan. Shout out to him.
He's the greatest.
For not just me, but many of us who we had to kind of put the brakes on screen readers for a bit, but that was okay. That's what's so nice about screen readers, because it's like, you guys want us to get these experiences so that we become better coverage writers, readers, and coverage writers. So it was brilliant. Yeah. And the guys, Matt Dye and Gabby Lindrum of Austin Film Fest, they sent out emails. Everything was so well organized, and they're so kind. Back to that kindness factor. See? Everybody's just heart-centered, and good Zen. Yeah,
totally.
So that was awesome. And so what they gave us a few samples to do when we sent coverages, and they gave us feedback too, but they accepted us. And then we had our layout. We get scripts after scripts, and it's something that you just have to make time for. If you really want to do this, you have to make time. So I stayed up late. I didn't sleep a couple of nights. They had deadlines. So I'm kind of retired, quasi-retired, in the nonprofit, in the corporate world. I have a financial services, HR background and all that, but I'm really more of an artist now. Yay. So it was kind of, I kind of had to figure that out 30 years later, but I'm here now, and I'm staying. I'm not leaving this, because this is who I am.
You better stay. Counting on
yes. No, I'm not going anywhere. I am staying however long it takes. I'll be 70 years old, and I'll finally have my first film out.
Hey man, Cher is performing live right now.
That's right. Go Cher. So, but anyway, I ended up reading over 115 scripts, and I know I'm not alone. And my husband will be like, this is all, you're not getting paid, because he's a more profit person, and I'm like, no, but I am getting paid. It's an education. It's kind of like when you do stuff like this, it's like going to school, and you should be paying them, but it's free education. And so I ended up doing so much, and then they let me do a couple second rounds, which is really kind of thrilling. Right. I felt like I must be doing something right. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. And so it was cool. And then I was just made sure to be professional, prompt, what you taught me. And I felt so much better prepared because of screen readers, because the course is show and business. The show part is the arts. You guys helped us describe the story, the analysis, the characters, how to really look at and analyze everything. And then the business side is how to be a professional person in this industry. What's the hierarchy? What's the protocol? All those things that are behavioral, interpersonal skills and behavioral. And then how to manage your life, which is I had never seen anything like that. I'm an HR professional. Cool. And so we would do stuff like that for our managers when I was in the corporate world, but it was so hard to get that kind of stuff done. So you guys embedded that balance of lifestyle, work, and family, and all that kind of stuff into the program. So that also translated with Austin Film Fest. And in the end, I was like, I don't know if I can get all the badges I need to go to Austin Film Fest, but Alan had been talking about it, everybody was talking about it. I'm like, it'd be so cool to go. And I talked to my husband, and I'm like, I really, really want to go, because I want to meet, and so it was good. And then they came back and said, you have a producer's badge, which was a $700 value.
Yay!
So that was I know, and that was the top badge, and a film pass. I'm like, this is hard work pays off. So I was just so humbled, so grateful, and I was like, I'm going. And then I have a really good dear friend, Peg Crowder, who might be seeing this, but she's also a filmmaker. She has a master's in film, and she was on crew and all that stuff. So she was like, I'd love to come. So we went together, and it was great to have her there, because she's the real deal. She's been on films in Virginia and she's working on one now, which, but she was, I shouldn't talk too much about that, but anyway, she's had a lot of good experience.
Right.
And so together we got our tickets, and Austin Film Fest, I called them up. They were so wonderful on the phone, getting us set up in our hotels. I mean, they took care of every detail.
Nice.
And that was wonderful. So we flew there, no problems. It flowed like water. I had a wonderful stay. And I have more to tell you about, just tell me, whatever, what I should say next.
And the beautiful thing that you did, one of the things that she did was she chronicled her journey while she was there. And it was such an intuitive thing. And then she did a little video of highlights that was so inspiring and really engaging, which is a really smart thing to do. It's a fun and it's a cool, and we really got the sense of how much fun you were having and how cool it was. But also as a reader, it's a perfect marketing tool. So as you build your website to where you're like starting to get out there and be a reader, you can have your own website. You can have that on, or a Facebook page, or whatever you want to do, and have that be your, pinned to the top, or your banner on your website, whatever it might be. Like, it shows this enthusiasm that producers love, because it's burnout is a very real thing when you read so many scripts. And so that's why we really want to focus on, life balance as well, to make sure that you can do this for the long haul. And I really, you're definitely demonstrating that. And Jessica had asked if you could read before you're finished. And yes, Jessica, so sometimes
I can
opportunities will come in, like the film festival, because it's an internship. We kind of just make sure that you know the basics before you go out to do that. But we had several. I mean, there were at least 10, I think, people reading for the festival. So that's something.
That's cool.
We want you to end with 2 sample coverages, your resume and your cover letter, good to go for when you actually start going to producers. But these festivals and stuff are a great way to meet people, to get your feet wet. So you went there, and once you go there, then you can meet the other producers, because most film festivals, they have like a lower level where people are reading, and like she said, they invited her into the second round. So that means all the screenplays that passed and moved up, she got to read some of the ones that, made it further in the competition. Then when it gets into the final rounds, they usually have producers that are making movies and that kind of thing do that final round. But if you're a reader, when you're reading in the first round levels, if you go, you're kind of peers with those producers, and you're coming in to meet them on a peer level. Just so much better than meeting them on, you're meeting them from behind the scenes. You're behind the table with them, as opposed to meeting them just, a writer going, will you read my script? It's like just a different relationship. So, and now those people, I'm sure they'll want you back again next year. And the more relationships you build, the easier it can be to kind of get in there. Jessica, Alan, you have to be referred by someone who's already reading. So Alan was already reading for them, and then he referred a bunch of people, and Joanne too. And so, then they kind of recommended people, and then the ball just started rolling. Yeah, and you do it from home, Cindy. They give you the script. Yeah.
Comfort in my home. I was in my PJs at night, 3 a.m. reading these scripts.
Your flannel power suit.
Oh my God, it was awesome. It was awesome. But it was so fun. I mean, every story, you look forward to every story. And some were like, and what I learned about my own writing was like, wow, I have so much to learn. First you could see the newbie writers, you could see what they were doing, but you could see, you know what? I just had so much respect for these people, because they sat down, they poured the blood, sweat, and tears, and they got it done.
Right.
And half of us, including me, I'm still working on stories. I'm halfway through, and they're like, okay, this is it. I'm sending it out. Give me feedback. And
Austin is a very prestigious film festival to enter. So those of you that are watching that are thinking of entering, that's a good one. Very respected festival, been around. It's a very writer-based film festival.
Yes.
A lot of film festivals have competitions for writers, but Austin is known for its writers. Like, it's a big part of their whole thing. So that's a really good one to read for. It's great on your resume, and it's also a really good one to enter as well, because it's very
cool.
So, hey, Joanne. And Joanne reads.
Hi, Joanne. Yeah, she's a great reader. She got a producer's badge too. She's awesome.
Yep.
She's rocking and rolling. Oh, Jessica, thank you. Of course.
We're all BFFs, man.
We're all BFFs. This is our tribe, BFF tribe. Totally. Yeah. That's awesome.
So thank you so much for sharing. It's just so fun to have you here. And now you need to finish your coverages.
I do. I know. I've been in so many projects, but I will tell you, for those next year, let us plan ahead and try to get us together, because you meet the writers, but I met my writer heroes. I met Ed Solomon, James Hart, Scott Rosenberg, but James Hart and Ed Solomon are like my top favorite, because James Hart wrote Contact, and Ed Solomon wrote my favorite movie, which is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, because it's about friendship. stars aligning and
yeah.
good music to dance to. But I won't keep you. But if there's anything else I can share,
No.
just, you know, let me know.
It's just such a pleasure to have you. It's such a pleasure for all. Yeah. So, oh, interesting. So I can't see the whole thing. So Joanne's, yeah, that's really good advice, which, so you guys can see her comment, right? So she's been reading for them for a little while. And so, and she's the first graduate of the Screenreader. She's the first one to get to the course and you know, pass the final and do her coverages. And now balls are rolling in. We're getting a lot of coverages this week. Yes. Big loss, William Goldman this week. And Stan Lee too, like really sad. Princess Bride, you know, so many, there's so many, which, you know, Sundance and the Kid and all that. So yeah, so super cool to have you. So thank you for jumping on.
Thank you so much, and I will get those coverages done
totally
before Christmas. Right I'm inspired now.
Yeah, no, whatever. You're a grown adult, like I always say. Take your time. It's so great. I mean, and you're stopping for all the right reasons. You're creating art. You're doing, you know, you're painting cows that are beautiful. It's all good. All
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. Yeah. And let me know how I can post. I'll put the little movie up somewhere. I'll post it for those who want to see it.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Yes, and congratulations to Joan, because she's the first one to be a studio reader as well. She lives in Florida. She's working for a company in LA.
That's awesome.
So, she is paving the way. Absolutely. So, such a good group, you guys. And I just kind of wanted you to meet just one of many of our wonderful, wonderful people that we have in the Screenreaders group. So, thank you so much for agreeing to doing this.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks, Carolyn.
Yeah, and have a great
Thanks, Carolyn and Doug. Thanks, Ellen. Thanks, John. Thanks, everybody.
Cool.
Yeah. Bye-bye.